Hello and good evening. Welcome back to Mother's Day. That's right. Hashtag Mother's Day. It's been a couple of weeks since the last one. Just, there's been a lot of new stuff, so I've had to be on top of that and kind of put this on the sidelines. But I'm back with Mother's Day and underrated Eminem tracks, which I feel they're underrated, okay? These are based on my opinion only, okay? So just, if you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to like it. It's not for everyone. And so last track that was from the Marshall Mathers LP was the track Marshall Mathers, and before that on the Looking Back series there was I'm Back. So now for me those two are two of the most underrated tracks. This one on tonight, Remember Me, this has got, again, I think technically one of the best Eminem verses that I've heard. One of the best, not the best. Okay, let's just not go crazy. So we're gonna check that out, and this is featuring RBX. He was like a member back in the Chronic days. He had a couple of tracks on High Powered, I think. The track called High Powered? Yeah. And a couple more tracks actually. So anyway, we're gonna check it out. So I think there's maybe one more track that I want to include in the underrated songs from this album, and just tune in for that next week. If you know what it is already, hit me up in the comments. Good, right, strap in. No more talking, more watching. Let's do it. It's one of my favorite beats from this whole album.
Remember me, 7 execution. Remember me, I have no remorse. Remember me, I'm high power. Remember me, I drop bombs like Hiroshima.
That's like that Drop Bombs on Hiroshima. That was from that was from the Chronic album, and I think it is from the High Power track. Or is it another track from the Chronic? I can't remember. If you know it, then hit me up in the comments. But that's where RBX is known from, and that's like one of his catchphrases, drop bombs like Hiroshima. Anyway.
I'm high power. Remember me, drop bombs like Hiroshima. For this one, they scream X. You retarded. Course I grab the mic and get down like Syndrome.
Course I grab the mic and get down like Syndrome, bro. Like lines that cannot be said nowadays.
For this one, they scream X. You retarded. Course I grab the mic and get down like Syndrome. I then roam into the masses without boundaries, which qualifies me for the term universe. Without no rehearsal, Holly words is controversial. Like I'm not the one you want to contest, see? Cause I'll hit your ass like the train did that bitch that got banned from TV. Heavyweight get up, hit you got your whole head split up. Local is the motion, we coming through. Hollow tips is the lead, the 45 through. Remember me, throw your guns in the air. Remember me, slam, slam. Remember me, nigga back the fuck out. Remember me.
Now, funny story, right? First time when I heard this track back in when I was in school, I genuinely thought that screaming bit, like the hook, was Eminem, and obviously there's an N bomb dropped in there, so I was like, nah, that's not right. And for years, I went with the belief that there was an N-bomb dropped in this track from Eminem, but it turns out that it was just actually RBX doing the hook. But you'll understand, if you've never heard this track before, you'll understand why I got it mixed up, because when Eminem's hook comes up halfway through, the voices sound very, very similar. So again, it was funny when I first realized. I was like, oh, okay, so he didn't drop that then. Fair enough, that's good.
Niggas that take no for answer, get told no. Yeah, I've been told no, but it was more like no. Like a bitch, meta, fuck you if you let her. Better come better than better to be a competitor. This better's ahead of this shit is a redder. You deader and deader. I'm meta instead of the cheddars and credit. Settle vendetta with metal beretta from ghetto to ghetto. Evidence, no, never leave a shredder. I got the solar.
Like his flow there is brilliant. That's why I feel like he held up on this track. RBX held up on this track, not as well as Eminem's verse did, obviously, but he did have a couple of lines where you think, all right, I can see why you and M did a track together.
Get told no. Yeah, I've been told no, but it was more like no. Life a bitch, matter fuck you if you let her. Better come better than better to be a competitor. This better's ahead of the shit is a redder. You deader and deader. I'm meta instead of the cheddars and credit. Settle vendetta with metal beretta from ghetto to ghetto. Evidence, no, never leave a shredder. I got the soul of every rapper in me. Love me or hate me. My mom's got raped by the industry and made me.
Again, a line that you hear in pretty much all early Eminem songs, Slim Shady songs. My mom got raped by the industry and made me.
Love me or hate me. My mom's got raped by the industry and made me. I'm the illest nigga ever. I told you. I get my pussy, then them dyke bitches told you. One beat, nigga, better dead that shit.
My name's Speed, can't believe that nigga said that shit.
Price say he ain't a killer,
but I kill him myself.
Smoke death, fuck bitches raw on the kitchen floor. So
think what I'ma do to you.
Have done to you.
Got niggas in my hood to do that shit for a blunt or two. Honestly, I just absolutely love this song. Like, RBX's 2 verses are brilliant, and I think, yes, M's is great, but I think his 2 verses just bring in this tone of you know, the sadistic type of guy, you know, and then Slim Shady carries that on.
Better dead that shit. My name should be. Can't believe that nigga said that shit. Price say he ain't a killer, but I'm killing myself. Smoke death, fuck bitches raw on the kitchen floor. So think what I'ma do to you. Have done to you. Got niggas in my hood to do that shit for a blunt or two. What you wanna do? Cocksuckers, we blockbusters. Till the cops cuffers gon' start ruckus and drop blockbusters round the clock.
Till the cops cuffers.
Cocksuckers, we blockbusters. Till the cops cuffers gon' start ruckus and.
Till the cops cuffers gonna start ruckus. Hold on.
What you wanna do? Cocksuckers, we blockbusters. Till the cops cuffers gon' start ruckus and drop blockbusters round the clock.
Drop blockbusters round the clock, hustlers. You cannot touch us. Just that. Can we just wait a second? Wait a second. Honestly, this is how good this is.
Got niggas in my hood to do that shit for a blunt or two. What you wanna do? Cocksuckers, we blockbusters. Till the cops cuffers gon' start ruckus and drop blockbusters round the clock, hustlers. You cannot touch us. I'm getting wires, niggas wanting me dead. What in my head? You think it could be something I said? Remember me? I just don't give a fuck. Remember me? Yeah, fuck you too. Remember me? I'm low down and I'm.
This genuinely, for me personally, I consider this one of the best Eminem verses, technically, just ever.
Remember me? Yeah, fuck you too. Remember me? I'm low down and I'm shifty.
And if you have been following the channel throughout Mother's Day, you'll know that Low Down and Shifty is from the first track that was actually in the series, which is Low Down and Dirty. So if you haven't, go check that out. What are you doing? Hit subscribe. Exactly.
Yeah, fuck you too. Remember me? I'm low down and I'm shifty. Remember me? I'm shaded. When I go out, I'ma go out shooting. I don't mean when I die, I mean when I go out to the club, stupid. I'm trying to clean up my fucking image, so I promised the fucking critics I wouldn't say fucking for 6 minutes.
And again, if you have been following the channel on the Looking Back series, the I'm Back, on the track I'm Back, that's what he says to the critics. 6 minutes, Slim Shady, you're on. And then obviously he was on Rap God as well.
Clean up my fucking image, so I promised the fucking critics I wouldn't say fucking for 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Slim Shady, you're on. My baby's mom, bitch made me an angry blonde, so I made me a song, killed her and put Haley on. I may be wrong, I keep thinking these crazy thoughts in my cranium, but I'm stuck with a crazy mom.
Is she really on as much dope as you say she's on?
Came home and somebody must have broken the back window and stole 2 loaded machine guns and both of my trench coats. 6 sick dreams of picnic scenes, 2 kids 16 with them 16s and 10 clips each, and them shits reached to 6 kids each, and Slim gets blamed and Bill Clinton speech to fix these streets. Fuck.
Now, listening to that, tell me that this guy isn't the rap god. Can we just go back to that little scheme that he had going there with the whole two kid 16s with them 16s and 10 clips each, and them shits reached to 6 kids each, and Slim gets blamed to Bill Clinton speech to fix these streets? Yo. Gonna go back. Stop it. Stop it. Every time I hear this track, I always just, I'm in awe of that like rhyme scheme that he's got.
My baby's mom, bitch made me an angry blonde, so I made me a song, killed her and put Haley on. I may be wrong, I keep thinking these crazy thoughts in my cranium, but I'm stuck with a crazy mom.
Is she really on as much dope as you say she's on?
Came home and somebody must have broken the back window and stole 2 loaded machine guns and both of my trench coats.
Stole 2 loaded machine guns and both of my trench coats, which obviously is a reference to Columbine, which is a second reference on this whole album to Columbine because of the track I'm Back. Well, where he says something like, I take 7 kids from Columbine and stand them all in line, add an AK-47, a revolver, a 9, a Mac 11, and that ought to solve a problem of mine. It's, yeah, everything's all connected in the album. It's brilliant. It really is such a great legendary album.
Home and somebody must have broken the back window and stole 2 loaded machine guns and both of my trench coats. 6 sick dreams of picnic scenes, 2 kids 16 with them 16s and 10 clips each, and them shits reached to 6 kids each, and Slim gets blamed and Bill Blitz Beach to fix these streets. Fuck that! You faggots can vanish.
Just take a moment, go back, listen to it as many times as you want. It just gets better and better.
It's the volcanic ash and reappear in hell with a can of gas and a match. Aftermath. Dre, grab the gat, show him where it's at.
The fuck you staring at?
Don't you remember me? Remember me? Remember me? Remember.
And then this track, Remember Me, leads actually onto I'm Back. That's why they call me Slim Shady. Yeah. It's just so good. It's so good. For me personally, that's one of my favorite Eminem verses of all time. If you want to see a series on just like the best verses according to me, then please let me know in the comments and I will cover those. But for now, we're just going to stick to the underrated tracks. And honestly, some of these tracks, not many people talk about them. Like, you know, supposed diehard Eminem fans that never talk about these tracks. So, you know, like for example, when we get onto the Eminem show, I'm not gonna listen to Superman. That's not an underrated track. Everyone knows that track. We'll get to it when we get to it. But I feel for me personally, verse-wise, this is definitely something that's very underrated from him. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, which is fair enough. You know, these are my opinions at the end of the day. So that's the main thing. All right, good. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and obviously check out any other Mother's Day content. Keep suggesting, recommending tracks, Eminem, if you want me to listen to them, whatever it is. I will do it. Yeah. Stay safe. Stay alert.